This morning I want to discuss something with you as Double O Des. And today is Wednesday the 24th of June and we're heading towards the middle of winter. It's quite cold down in Cape Town, but this story should heat anyone up. And anyone that actually understands the difficult dynamics within our country and how the New World Order agencies are trying to sow racial hatred and divide amongst the people of South Africa. And not just here, but the campaign that they're running across the world to do exactly that. So when I see that Helen Zille, who is the federal chair of the Democratic Alliance, and the interim party leader John Steenhuisen are fighting basically with each other about comments made on Twitter, then I'm really concerned. If they're supposed to be an official opposition, which they're clearly not, I mean they're a fake opposition, but if they're supposed to be an official opposition, they should oppose what the government is doing, not do exactly what they do, which is divide people along racial lines. And this division is something that needs to be stopped at all costs for us to be able to defeat the New World Order agencies. If we do not stop this race baiting, because that's what it is, people are being baited deliberately into racial discussions, and this needs to stop. We are human beings with names, and that's where it needs to end. Literally needs to end there. And we need to become a sophisticated civilization, and that happens one person at a time, one family at a time, one group of children at a time, and it happens within the family unit. You know, and I have had a very long meeting with Helen Zille in the past. It was almost 3 hours long. And Helen is an intellectual. She started off as a journalist many years ago, and she got pulled into politics. I don't think it's necessarily something that she wanted to do. And I think her generation finds it very difficult to live in the dynamics that we find within our country now. But if they want to be a part of the solution, if John Steenhuisen wants to be part of the solution, none of them should be using race in any way or form. And none of their party policies should even speak or think about race or use the words black, white, colored, Indian. It needs to stop. And for anyone continuing with this kind of rhetoric, you're not helping the cause. You are a part of the problem. You become the problem. And it's interesting that she, with her intellect, and she's an intellectual, would get drawn into something like this. And when I actually went through this article that discusses the tweets, why would Helen want to actually say that and compare racial laws under apartheid to racial laws right now? They shouldn't exist. They shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be a discussion. It shouldn't be part of a discussion. The moment you actually speak about something that shouldn't be there, you are fueling the fire. You're advertising the problem. And just like when I was in the DA, I had a huge, or involved in the DA, I had a huge problem with the fact at the time that they were just criticizing other parties. And this does not help anyone's cause, instead of giving solutions. And this is what I am trying to do, and what many other South Africans are trying to do, is provide solutions to problems. And then for us to implement those solutions, some things need to go. And one of those things is the discussion about race. It needs to go. It has no place in the solution. So it is really sad, and I hope someone speaks to Helen about this, because I certainly won't be in contact with her of late for anything, especially not when she actually brings the racial debate back into politics, when she should be heading the way that the Democratic Alliance, who's supposed to be the official opposition, actually speak about race. They should take leadership, and I would encourage her. This is my advice to them, because I want all other political parties to follow my cue, to ditch anything to do with race. Stop using race. Use people's names. Call a spade a spade. If someone's being barbaric, call them barbaric. throw your political correctness in the bin. Throw it in the bin and call things for what they are, wherever it may happen. And that way, you will be able to start fixing this country. It's because of all of these racial stigmas and problems, and people speaking about it continuously, that we continue to have issues within our country. So what she is doing is helping the New World Order to achieve their agenda. Is she part of their agenda? That is a question that needs to be asked. John Steenhuisen, is he part of their agenda? Does he even know that he is part of their agenda? Does he know that when he does this, when he even speaks out about anything racially related, that is aiding their cause? Please stop it. Just stop. It'll make my life a lot easier. Thank you.